Hey everyone, Madheader here, and today we're going to be talking about awakening stones. It's something a lot of you guys have been asking about, and it's actually quite important. So if you don't know what awakening stones do, they allow you to awaken your character, right? Within this awakening panel that you can find on literally every character, you have options, right? You can click on each one and see what stats they provide. And each node will provide something different with alternating between attack, HP, and defense. There are different stat nodes, such as, for example, your party buffs, right? Additional buffs, for example, ascended characters, where they have nodes that change their skills. They all require the same general resource of awakening stones, which you can see here. You have the low grades, there's all variations, the mid grades, the high grades, and then the dream stones, the legendary awakening stones, and then the stellar essence. Stellar essences are only used by ascended heroes, so barely a handful, so you don't have to worry about those a lot. Your primary focus is on the HP, attack, defense, dream, and legendary awakening stones, and I'll be showing you guys where to get them. Now, I'm going to leave a little bit of a tip. As a free-to-play, especially a early to mid-game player, you don't want to get these legendary nodes that cost you 18 legendary awakening stones and only give you 6% attack in return. Now, yeah, that's a pretty nice jump, especially, for me, because I have a lot of spare resources, but you may not, and you definitely won't if you're playing the game well and you're investing in your characters. So don't get these nodes until, you have a good roster that has, the base minimum awakening. It's about, I believe, 21 or 22 legendary awakening stones to get the bare minimums for a character, and it's about like 40 plus that, so you're gonna be spending like 66 legendary awakening stones if you're trying to get a fully legendary awakening character, which isn't worth it early to mid game. Don't bother with it. Now, where can you get awakening stones? Your most daily consistent source is going to be from this thing within the rifts, which you unlock, I believe, straight after chapter 1. It's Awakening Dungeon. You can acquire Awakening Dungeons here. Awakening Stones here, I mean. So every day it's a different one. Monday is attack, Tuesday is defense, Wednesday is HP, and then it repeats again to attack, defense, HP, and then on Sunday it's chaotic, which means it's random. It's a good mix of all of them. So you have to understand that some days you're going to get exactly what you need, some days you're not. However, every day you want to do the highest stage you can 3 times, okay? 3 times is what you're going to want to do. And once you unlock sweeps through your Guardian boot camp level or whatever, I forget what it's called all the time because I just say Guardian level. Once you get it high enough, you will be able to sweep these. So you can just do a quick 3 sweep, and level 70, it's not hard to do. At most, it will take you a few days to get here if you're playing efficiently. And with a bit of time, of course, if you're, playing casually 20-30 minutes a day, you won't get to stage level 70 fast. However, that's not a big deal. Don't worry about it. Have fun. That's the most important thing. However, this is going to be your most consistent source. And the higher stage you do, you're going to get more and more and more. As you can see, level 10 doesn't even have mid grades. 20 doesn't have high grades. 30 is when you actually start getting them. But once again, do as high of a stage as you can. The reward increases are just so much. It's really incredible. And you can actually recharge during any time. However, there's one time where it's arguably worth it, and that's during the 2 times boost, because you can get a boatload of awakening stones here just by refreshing with tickets every day. You can get so many legendary awakening stones and normal awakening stones. Do realize legendary awakening stones aren't guaranteed here. I've had times where I've refreshed it for 3,000 gems, so I've refreshed it 10 times, which got me like almost 30 legendary awakening stones. I have a screenshot of it in my Discord, I think, where I got 24 per 3,000 gems, which is a really damn good ratio. So yeah, it's really nice. However, it's really expensive, and it's super RNG based. You're not guaranteed anything. You could walk away with 1, 2, or even none, right? So don't gamble on that, and I don't recommend doing this early to mid game at all. Once you start working on collections, right? So once you've hit that mid game point where you have a good portion of your roster built, and you want to work on awakening your heroes first, the ones you have, you can sweep this if you need it. However, do realize hero banners, weapon banners, those are all going to be really valuable for you to summon on. And if it's going to take away from what roster you can build, what weapons you can get, the hero crystals you can conveniently get, don't sweep this. It comes with time. It's not that big of a deal. This is not the biggest source instantly, but over time, it's the consistent and most best source of Awakening Stones. Next up is the Chone Store. Chone Store is going to be pretty much the largest front-loaded amount of Awakening Stones you can get per rotation. So monthly limit, you're going to be getting hundreds and hundreds of Awakening Stones across low, mid, and high tiers. You're going to be getting well over almost 400 of the low grades. You're going to be getting almost 300, slightly over 200 I think of the mid grades, and for the high grades I believe you're going to be getting somewhere around 100. You also get 12 legendary Awakening Stones and a whole bunch of Dream Stones. So you absolutely want to farm out the Chone bottle caps for these absolutely every month. It gives you such a nice amount of front-loaded Awakening Stones that it's super helpful, and along with your Awakening Dungeon farming, this is going to absolutely speed this up. It is, however, front-loaded, so once you buy these, you're going to have to wait until the next rotation of Chone for the shop to refresh, because you can't buy these weekly. They're not bi-weekly like Boss Rush. It is a pure monthly thing. So yeah, at the start of the month or halfway through the month, whenever you do Chone, you'll get a nice little burst of Awakening Stones. However, your once again, most consistent source is obviously going to be through the rifts. That's going to be the most consistent source. Now, I will be making a Chone guide later, so if you want to see that, make sure to like, subscribe, leave a comment, and if this gets to 4 likes, then yeah, I'll do a Chone guide. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, this is going to be a not so consistent source. Of course, it's always going to be here, but you can't come back to it multiple times a month. It's really a one-time thing a month, and you get a whole bunch and you're good. Monthly, you can get some legendary Awakening Stones from the Boss Rush shop. However, normal Awakening Stones aren't present here. You can get, well, it's not monthly, it's bi-weekly, sorry. Bi-weekly, you can get up to, I believe, 6 legendary Awakening Stones. So monthly, it translates to 12. That's what I was going to say there. So monthly, you get about 12 legendary Awakening Stones from here. And there's a one-time purchase of 9 legendary Awakening Stones. So definitely pick that one up. And it's really nice. It's a very nice, consistent source of legendary Awakening Stones. There's other things to pick up here. You can check out my Boss Rush shop guide. I have a video on that, so feel free to check that out. However, this doesn't have anything outside of legendary Awakening Stones, but you always want to pick those legendary Awakening Stones up, especially early to mid game. Once you're an end game player like I am, you generally will have plenty, especially if you've been playing a while and you've been somewhat active. You don't really need it. So early to mid game, this is a very valuable purchase though. There will be events that will give you Awakening Stones throughout. For example, Bingo Machine, right? These are generally a really nice source, but you're not guaranteed on what event's going to be around, what reward variation there will be. However, they will generally, most events will have some Awakening Stones at least. So for example, Bingo Machine has some on the first round, it has some on the third round, and then beyond that, there's no more. However, the rest of the rewards are also really good, so you definitely want to pick those up, especially the mileage tickets, the option chain stones. The hero crystals are nice too, and yeah, but not a lot. You do have some in round 3 and round 1, so you can pick up a couple there. However, once again, it varies from event to event. And it also varies from what time period it is. I believe some attendances, yep, your normal attendance gives you some. However, it's a really small and inconsistent amount. Certain events may have Awakening Stones, especially legendary Awakening ones. Sometimes they'll have Awakening Stone boxes like these, which will just give you random amounts per level 70 stage. So each box is equivalent to clearing a level 70 Awakening stage once. So if you get 5, it's essentially 5 runs, and it just gives you the rewards you naturally would get from those. So you will occasionally get these from logins and events. For the consistent sources that are pretty much guaranteed or at least semi-guaranteed to appear. Now, if I missed any, feel free to leave them down in the comments. And yeah, that's it. I hope you'll enjoy this one. You can expect consistent daily uploads going forward now, considering my wrist has been getting better. So yeah, I hope you'll enjoy this one, and I'll see you all later.